Alfred. I can't see nothing. Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Hi, RJ. My friend gave me these glasses. Now, these are very, very expensive. They're like $500. And not my style. They're more like a John Lennon style. But I do look handsome. I can't lie. But I came today. I've been working. I got a big party tonight. I'm going to get into that in a few minutes. But we're going to be doing a dedication of the show to one of our beloved subscribers. And I have to be at Hard Rock by 4:30. So we got some time. I am going to take off my shirt at 4 o'clock for the ladies and for RJ. RJ keeps writing me, Bob, please take off your shirt. I'll give you $40 if you'll take off your shirt. I'm like, RJ, I'm going to do it for you for free. So, I ain't starting the show for 3 more minutes. So, ladies, soak it in. Look how good I look. I did not bring my reading glasses, so it's going to be tough. Plus, I don't have the post today. I got the Daily News. Here's my thumbnail. I've got Tom Arnold dropping by. He's going to talk about his cookbook. He'll be here at 5:30. So make sure if you're a Tom Arnold fan, and I don't know why you would be, make sure you stop in for that. Because I'm back in black. Hit the sack. Something, it's good to be back. Every day is like a holiday. A papa holiday. Make another mother effing dollar day. And every night is like a nightmare. I'm right there with the tight pair. I might fight there, alright? Yeah. Hip hop. That's how I get down. See, I found my sound around the town. I found throw down, slow down. Let's have a hoedown in your town, but yo, bro, let's go down to Motown and do what we do when we do what we want to do. Screw you and your crew and your dad and your mama too. I bring the drama, fool. Period. Comma, fool. Screw Donald Trump. Bring back Obama, fool. See, I make it happen. Rap, clap, and trap, and trip, flip, and pistol whip. Some what happened. I'm better than ever for 11 since I've had the suckers in minutes on minutes to win it, but dollars and cents on minutes. Hi, Valerie. I'm just killing time. This is what we in the business call killing time. Elle's in the house. Hi, Elle. How are you? I got about 45 ladies looking at me all around me, so all eyes on me. I feel like Tupac. Hey, look, we got enough people in here. Let's start the show 1 minute early. Today, I'm dedicating the show to a beloved friend of the channel. Hi, Brooklyn. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong. I came here, I didn't bring my glasses. They didn't have the post. I still have herpes. Ooh. No, forget that part. My gimbal is dead. And I was on my way over to work to bring gifts. I like to bring gifts to my employees, and I brought one of my employees this beautiful selfie stick. It's the biggest, baddest selfie stick on the TikTok shop. So I opened it. I had to open it. It looks like a lightsaber. I had to open it so I could do the news for you guys. And the reason I'm doing the news for you guys today, of all other days, is today's an important day. If you follow the channel, we have some tough news. Everybody sit down, snuggle up next to a loved one. We lost a dear member of the Boogie Bunch. Someone I considered a friend, someone I cared about, someone I still care about, and I care about his family. Ladies and gentlemen, we lost Bone Man. Bone Man, Derek T-Bone. All his friends in Detroit called him T-Bone, but here on the show we called him Bone Man. Bone Man had been here since the beginning. Straight from Detroit. Bria, I'm live, so you can call me back, hon, if you want. Happy Father's Day. We're going to get to that as well, to everybody. Bone Man passed away. He was in the hospital for a few days. I just got the news yesterday, and I did call his cell phone hoping it wasn't true. I went to his Facebook, and sure enough, it's true. Bone Man, our dear friend, being a good all-around person. The world could use more Bone Man. God bless you, Bone. And God bless your family. Everybody else in the chat, I have 145 employees. I'm like a father figure to most of them, and a grandfather figure to some of them, and a great-great-great-great-grandfather figure to 2 of them. Uh-oh, we got some shorties. And I would like to wish all of you in the chat a happy Father's Day. Hi, Fafo. Fafo, you broke the story from what I hear. You're the one who broke the story. I don't know what this noise is, but it's loud. What a moron. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I don't understand it. Every person in the park is looking at him. I don't see him anymore, but I can hear him. I'll show him to you if you walk by. There he goes. Look. How bad do you want attention that you walk around with a helmet on your head with crappy house music playing on your speaker? I'm going to try to keep today positive in memory of our dear friend Bone Man, and in the memory their father is someone who not only has children but takes care of them, and I pray that all of you are doing just that. I'm not going to show you my Last Supper ring because I feel it's a little ostentatious, and you can see Jesus right in the middle there. I don't think you can see it that good. Beautiful. Another gift from a friend. Shall we do the news? Shall we do the news and views you can use if you choose? If you choose not to use the news and views, then snooze you lose, you fools. It don't get no better than that. Today, I'm gonna leave here. If you don't know who Tommy is, or was, Tommy was the creation of Pete Townsend and Roger Daltrey. I don't know if Keith Moon was around at the time, probably. And John Entwistle from The Who. I'm sure you've heard some of the songs. One of them was the Elton John huge hit. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. And Tina Turner, I'm your private dancer, dancing for money. Anyways, Tommy is a huge smash hit. Can't get in. I'm taking you with me, bruh. I'm taking you inside. So Tommy has the after party at Hard Rock. I'm going. I'm telling you right now, if Pete Townsend's there, I'm probably going to lose my mind. I might tackle him. Tell him how he ruined my career because I knew I'd never play as good as him. I got a dude behind me doing something. For the ladies, not only am I the eye candy, but we've all the muscle. Got the muscle. Shall we get on with the news? They did nothing. This lady's saying they did nothing. I don't know who didn't do it, but they should have done something. How a woman desperate to fix years of neglect in building got busted in Adams elects donor probe. Hey, by the way, you can win a Corvette right here. Now, on my channel, I've been known to give away 3 Corvette keychains. If you guys want to win a Corvette keychain, then all you got to do is tune in to the channel. I'm not doing it. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Pride actually kind of started right here in New York City at the Stonewall Inn in the 50s and 60s before that. But in the 50s and 60s, you could be arrested for being a gay man or woman. And I think in some states, Texas and Florida, you still can. Who knows? But anyways, they had a bar down in the Village in lower Manhattan called the Stonewall Inn. And every single night, cops would go in there with the clubs and beat people and rob them. And you're gay, you're the F word, you're going to jail. And finally, much like black folks did in the 50s, they stood up for their rights with Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks, of course Malcolm X. They said enough is enough, and the gay community fought back. There were a couple people killed, there were riots, and the gay community said, I ain't playing it. And one of them said, you go boy. I think that's where You Go Boy started. Nevertheless, thankfully, they have, I say they, I mean people, we're all just people, I don't care who you have sex with. Hey, hi, Joanne. No one's answering me. No. It may not be much better here. I still look good. No matter what angle you're going to catch me at today, I'm going to be looking good. Alright, so one of my places went viral. And many of you follow me, you know what I do. I own a very large hospitality business, the largest in the country. I ain't bragging, I'm just stating facts. One of the places I do is Tao Group. And one of the places in that group is the hottest restaurant nightclub in New York City. I've taken you there many times. It's called Tao. Well, I'm going to turn this upside down because I think this might help. Some of you want to see the hairline. Joanne is texting me right now. She says, Bob, I can't see the hairline. Look at that luscious hair. So one of the places I do is called Tao. And Tao is a restaurant. Well, it went viral. A disgruntled worker was fired last year. And this is all in the paper like the last 2 or 3 days. And whenever something like that happens, I always think, because I have the largest business in there with over 140 employees, that it could have been one of my guys. Someone stole a pair of headphones, someone got drunk at work, someone grabbed a girl's titty, I don't know, something bad always, in 30 years, something's going to happen when you have that many employees, 10,000 over the year. This was not one of my employees, thank you Jesus. She got fired. She threatened management. She threatened to fight a bunch of the female workers. That was a year ago. They finally banned her from all locations. And they have like 16 locations in New York City, various nightclubs. And I run like 9 of their places. I have my business in like 9 or 10 of their places. So anyways, all 4 of the Moxie hotels, both the Dream Hotel, Dream Downtown, Dream Midtown. I've got Tao Club, Tao Restaurant. I had Lavo until it just closed. So I've got all their places. Well, get this. She went in like last Friday at 12 o'clock at night. She put on sunglasses and a wig. You guys can Google this. The story's crazy. She put on sunglasses and a wig. She went down into the restaurant. It's one of the biggest restaurants in New York City. It's massive, holds 1,000 people, like a football field. She went down, and there's a koi pond in there where they actually have koi, which are goldfish, big goldfish, Japanese goldfish swimming around. She had a bag of poop on her. I can't make this up. Joe Hernandez, happy Father's Day, Playboy. She had a bag of poop, 10-pound bag of poop. She dumped it in the koi pond and then jumped on the table and started threatening everybody. If you want to Google her, her name is Ariel Roman. Ariel Roman. It'll come up. The story's much better than what I'm telling, but I'm trying to... I still have businesses with these guys. Nothing, the business didn't do anything wrong. It was the lady. Look, we got cops riding around inside parks looking for this creep. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Attack on a 13-year-old girl. Apparently, this guy grabbed 2 of them. I didn't bring my glasses today, guys, so I can't read this. He grabbed 2 of them, tied them up with their shoelaces, and then sexually assaulted the 13-year-old girl. This guy needs to have his balls cut off in the middle of Times Square. Now, I'm not one to cut no one's balls off, but I will suggest the suggestion. I won't be there when it happens, nor do I want to see pictures. But you're welcome to text me and say, Bob, they cut his balls off. Anybody who would do something like that to another human being is insane. For all the sun-draped spaces in the lush trees in Queens, it happens. I'm going to keep it short today, guys. I got too much to go. Bria, stop calling, baby. Just go in the chat. Bria must have heard from someone how good I'm looking today. Man, I look good. I'm just going through the dial. I'm just going through the dial. For all of my dear friends of African American descent, don't forget Juneteenth is coming up. Juneteenth is there's public performances, but it's usually it falls on June 19th. So also, if you remember, that is my dear beloved Oscar. If you don't know who Oscar is, Oscar was a regular on my show. Oscar is a young kid that was in a wheelchair who saved my life when I was being murdered a block from here. As people walked by and I was being choked to death and assaulted, Oscar got out of his wheelchair, walked over, hobbled over, and punched the man in his face twice. Oscar became a friend of mine, and unfortunately we lost Oscar. I didn't know him, just a street kid. Ran into him on 42nd Street a year later. I said, "Hey, you the kid that..." And he was. We traded numbers. I showered him with gifts until the day he died. I showered him with money and gifts, and you made him feel, he never had anyone. You guys made him feel like he was someone. He used to read your comments and just was excited that people thought of him as something, as a person, as not just some young thug. Meant a lot to me, and Oscar's birthday is Juneteenth, and I will try my very best to do a show honoring him. P. Diddy. P. Diddy. Say it ain't so, P. Diddy. P. Diddy's going to prison. They have not indicted yet, but they will. They have raided all his homes, seized over 200 hours of video footage. Yo, if they seize video footage from my home, they're going to be pretty bored. They now suspect him of obviously sexual assault and beating up women multiple times. But also now they are throwing in drug trafficking as well. Apparently he was heavily into the pills and the narcotics and would transfer them across state lines. Once you do that, it becomes a federal offense. Anyways, P. Diddy, I missed it the day that he was given the key to the city right there in Times Square by the mayor. By the way, the mayor's been on my show and Diddy's been on my show. But the mayor gave him the key to the city, and yesterday took it back. sent them a letter like June 10th and said, hey, yo, we want the thing back. Here's the address. Yesterday it arrived from Diddy's people saying, here's your key. They give you a key, they want the shit back. You gotta give it back. Do not forget today, guys, at 4:30 I will be at the Hard Rock. The party starts at 6. We have a party for the Broadway show Tommy, which features all the songs from the album Tommy and The Who. This is Roger, this is, what's his name? Pete Townsend's baby. So I'm hoping Pete Townsend is there. I have never met him, but would like to. I don't have the post today. I've got the Daily News. I would like to shout out Alicia Keys, born and raised in this neighborhood, went to high school right across the street. Her Broadway musical got like 19 Tony nominations. So I will be watching to see, hopefully she will win. 19 nominations, something like that. She's going to win. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Got a damn security guard doing push-ups. Donald Trump was the guy just walked by looking at my lens to see if I was filming. I had to switch it up. Donald Trump last night said Joe Biden is not cognitive enough to be president. When I took my test a couple years ago, I was told that I have the greatest memory in the world by my doctor. This is a true story. I was told that my memory was wonderful by my doctor. Couldn't remember his doctor's name. Now that's in itself no big deal. I don't know any of my doctor's names. But bro, don't say somebody else has a bad memory, and then to prove it, you're going to talk about your cognitive test. You remember the test he took? He had to draw a circle around a zebra. Oh yeah. When they showed the zebra, I put the circle right around it. Ooh. Anyways, he could not remember. He is, first of all, no offense to the elderly. I'm a supporter of the elderly. I'm practically elderly myself. I'm going to be 35 next year. So no disrespect to the elderly. But I don't know that you should be running America when you're 82 or 83 years old. I'm 62, I can barely walk to my mailbox. I want to do the... Anyways, with that said, I don't just bash him. I bash anyone who's having, not because of their age. They had Dick Van Dyke special on last week. Dick Van Dyke getting ready to be 100 years old. Dick Van Dyke is wittier than all of us. They would say something like, remember when you did Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? He said, yes, December 7th, 1947. I was in Switzerland when he was on it. So it doesn't, just because you get older, in most cases you slow down. That's just normal. But I think Biden, this is not a knock on Trump. I think he is way more sensible than Trump. The things Trump says are just idiotic and insane. Biden's also forgetful and a little bit slightly off kilter. I pray that whoever wins, something good happens for the world out of it. That's all I ever care about. Queens home fire kills man 57 years old. Those fires are horrible. God bless him. The problem is you live in a home and someone else also lives on the other side of the home. That thing catches on fire and you get caught up in it. 30-year-old is slashed in a village subway station. That's a regular Tuesday. I don't even know why that made the paper. You get slashed in that subway. I haven't read it, but when I do right now, it's going to be someone stepped on someone's shoe, or someone told someone to turn down their music or not to eat a banana. Let's see. I promise you it's going to be one of those things. A 30-year-old man was slashed in the hand as he fought two men in the Greenwich Village subway station. The assault comes as the attacks are up 11%. The victim was on the East A Street near Broadway around 4:20 a.m. Don't do that. When he got into an argument with two men in their 50s. The dispute raged on. One of the men pushed him, then pursued him onto the station. Guys, this is where people fall on tracks. This is where people die. Don't fight in the subways. Don't fight anywhere. You know, most of these people who die on these fights get pushed to the ground and hit their head on the concrete. Do not fight anyone. I don't want to fight nobody. I might fight a 4-year-old. I think on grass. On grass, not on concrete. I think I can win. Depending on his size. His or her size. I'm an equal opportunity fighter. I once put on my Facebook that I would give a $100,000 reward to any 3-year-old that could beat me in hand-to-hand combat. And I stand by it. I don't think there is one. I don't. I'd be very surprised if there's a 3-year-old that can take me down. Woman with baby repeatedly stabs a man. Holding the baby and poking. Oh, there's my junior. A 30-year-old man was repeatedly stabbed by a woman who was holding a baby during a domestic spat. The victim was arguing with his baby's mama at the Aspen apartment building. I'm going to say the Bronx. Just guessing. 22-year-old accused stabber Leanne Arroyo ran off with the baby in her arms. The mother was caught and sentenced to 3 months in prison, and the baby got probation. And the baby was caught with a 9 bag in his diaper. Guys, I talk about this on the show all the time because I like to help you. Do not subway surf. The last time I did the news was over a week ago. A kid was in critical condition because he was subway surfing, and he's on the train being a big dummy, and here comes a pipe. Where are you going to go? You going to duck? He hit his head on the pipe and was in critical condition. Well, yesterday, 2 kids, I'm not going to call them morons, but 2 kids who may or may not have been morons riding the train to be the hero, and they ended up, one of them unfortunately passed away. Guys, you get hit on the head with one of these pipes, you don't just fall into a soft hammock. You fall off a moving train onto a train track that runs you over. Please, do not ride the top of these trains. I'm just going through the motions here. I think let's call it a day, guys. I've ruined your day enough. This is kind of cute. It's Pinocchio, the wooden boy, and the doctor says, "Yep, it's shingles." Oh, and here it says also herpes. It's shingles and herpes. I don't know why that's funny. That doesn't. Listen, I'm going to give a $100 reward to any of you who've ever laughed at Dagwood. Dagwood. I think it's Blondie. Blondie. It's been on for 100 years. Hey honey, have you seen my remote control? It's on the coffee table, silly. Oh, there it is. That's the comic. That's the joke. Honey, did you eat the popcorn? I didn't because there was no kernels. Yeah, but I saw a general. Who writes that crap? How did this guy, who does he blow to get a, for their sakes? I think this is going to be a 4th of July type of thing, but I just brought you the adoption a couple weeks ago. Turns out they adopted 78 precious fur babies that day. Today I'm going to talk, before I get out of here, about a couple things. One, I have a dear friend who I love very much, who is suicidal, who is having a hard time. Last week, she went to another friend of mine's home with her dog, and they sometimes hang up on, bless you, you're welcome. Sometimes people in New York hang out on the roof. The rooftop is a sanctuary, you got chairs up there, she went up on the roof with 2 of her dogs, and the one dog chased the other dog, and the other dog jumped off the roof 6 floors. Obviously she was killed, and she was pregnant, about to give birth to babies. This was her whole life. This was a child. If you have animals and you don't think of them as your children, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I was holding my Chucky in my arms when I got the call, and I looked down at him and I thought, my God, I don't know how I would act or what I would do if I lost my Chucky to something like that. Those of you who follow the channel know that last year, someone in my life, Chucky was on medication, ran out of the medication, which is pain medicine for his teeth, and this person gave him ibuprofen, which you think, oh, well, we take it, kids take it. It turns out it's poison for cats, and Chucky literally died in my arms. Rushed him to the emergency room. They worked on him, got him breathing, and the doctor told me he really had 1% chance of life. I went home. I said I'll come back tomorrow, 3 or 4 o'clock, and schedule the termination of life. And I went home and prayed. And I prayed like I never prayed before. And see, I don't just pray when it's good times. I pray when it's bad times. I pray thank you. I pray I'm sorry. I pray all the time. You can't just pray when you're in danger or hurting. Pray all the time. God, I'm no stranger to God. He knows me very well. And the doctor, 2, not just 1, 2 doctors gave Chucky 1% chance of life. I prayed. God, I do everything you ask me. I'm kind, I'm nice, I go out of my way to help people. I ask nothing for myself. None of my prayers are ever about me. It's God, please bless every man, woman, child, and animal on the planet. And if you can find your graces to forgive me of my sins, I would really appreciate that. I don't ask for nothing except for others. And God gave me my Chucky. 1% chance of life. He's at my house right now looking like a damn butterball turkey. He is the greatest gift in the history of my heart and my soul. I don't have children. I have 4 cats, and I love them all the same, but Chucky is my right hand. He's my miracle gift from God. I've had 10 animals, more than that, over the years die. You take them to the vet, you put them down. I've never had a vet ever say to me, you get 1% chance of life. I think a cat well, let's say 300 milligrams of ibuprofen, it's death. And he got over 2,000 milligrams. He was a washcloth. He was just a flimsy nothing. And now he's my little son who brings me joy every day. And I brought all this to say the power of prayer is amazing. I would love it if you guys could pray for Bone Man and his family. Bone Man was a kind and good person. He was a subscriber for years on the channel. It was always positive, uplifting, and good. And if you go to his Facebook page, you will see a whole bunch of people who say the same thing. That knew him much better than I did. I only know him from YouTube. I did put on the page that the Boogie Bunch will be praying for him, and you are the Boogie Bunch. I hope that you pray for him and his family. And pray for me. I would love it, because I pray for you every night. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here today. I want to wish everyone a happy Father's Day. If you're not a father, you had one, or have one. Your neighbor has one. You know what I did today? I got up, I went through my phone, and I texted Happy Father's Day, bro, to as many people as I could remember, because I wanted them to know I was thinking about them on this special day. Everybody, please spread love, kindness, and acceptance, and the world will be a much better place. I shall pass this way but once. Any good, therefore, that I can do, or any kindness I can show to any human being, let me do it now. Let me not defer or neglect it, for I shall pass this way but once, one shot. Why be a douche? Why not spread kindness and love? I promise you it'll make you happy. I'm the happiest guy on the planet, most of the time. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for tuning in. I appreciate you very much. May God bless you and your families. Do not forget, tonight, probably around midnight, I'll be home with the uploaded footage of the party. Tommy, I'm bringing you with me. Thanks a lot, guys. God bless you. Bone Man, I'll never forget you, my friend. God bless you as well. Take care. By the way, you can check him out if you go to Facebook. His name is Derek. And just type in T-Bone, one word, T-Bone. He'll come right up. God bless you. Be good.